got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two.
On a brisk but clear night on the Lakeshore, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
They go play action here on first down.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards. First down, Bengals.
Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 11, 12.
Looking to pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
11 MT, Kane. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Miles Murphy.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and 19. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Gun. Cut. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Hey, Kane.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bush.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Browns, nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go. Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
2 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go, here we go.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Stop.
Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Dillon up the middle.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11 MP, Kane.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Check, Bobcat. 70 rings.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 11 MT, Kane. 11 is behind.
They run once more with Dillon. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
First and 10 at the 38.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season.
Here we go.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Gun.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Running left is Dillon.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
11.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
12.
Dillon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Bengals 34, Browns 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Mixon running right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A give for Dillon running right.
Pushes him over. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal. Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, round 7. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Bengals 48, round 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to speed things up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the RPO, he completes it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Taylor.
Bulldozes past him. And he's got this down to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on the first down. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, you know, people, these 2 rows, and you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
11.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
11, Thomas. God.
They'll try the left side with Dillon.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Dillon.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Here we go. 11. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate.
Now Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
Here we go.
Nixon will try the right side.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
12, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on play action.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Mighty, 11, mighty, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Buffalo 18. Hawk 7, 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. Street.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. Go, Chat. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11.
They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Round 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
11, mighty. 11, 11, Thomas. 12, 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
11 MT.
you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 63, Browns 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And this one too low. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football?
Here we go.
These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Moore.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
McPherson for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 70, Browns 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a short one here, and I think the ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
12.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
11. 12. 11. 11 MT. Take.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 77, Browns 7. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And